Hello friends, by now I'm sure you have a fairly good idea about what tenses are. Of course, thanks to your teachers at school. Tenses show the time of a verb's occurrence, that is, whether it is happening now, has already happened, or will happen in the future, such as in sentences like, Meera has bought a kitten. This indicates that Meera has bought a kitten in the present time. Meera had bought a kitten. This indicates that Meera had bought a kitten sometime in the past. Meera shall buy a kitten. This indicates that Meera shall buy a kitten sometime in the future. To these tense forms, we usually add forms or aspects such as simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous to further express complicated timings of actions and their continuity and consequences. The aspects often make use of past participles or gerunds to express their functions. Aspects are of four types. Simple, in case the action is happening at present, or a universal truth, or a fixed occurrence scheduled to take place. Continuous, an action continuing to happen at the time. Perfect, an action that has happened in the near past and has had past consequences or has present or future consequences. Perfect continuous, an action which combines the perfect and continuous aspects in a way that it continued or continues to happen, with consequences in the past or in the foreseeable present or future. We will now quickly revise the types of present tenses. Let's look at this sentence. Brian asks Toby to look before he leaps, but Toby barely obeys. The phrase "look before he leaps" comes from the universal statement, look before you leap. The verb obeys implies a habitual occurrence. All the verbs in this sentence are in simple present tense. Present simple. Her face suggests that she is mortified. Brian asks Toby to look before he leaps, but Toby barely obeys. They play against Spain in 2 days. Present, continuous or progressive. He is steering clear of all controversies these days. I am not reversing my opinion on this matter. Are they whitewashing all the graffiti next month? Present, perfect. You have waited in vain for him to return. He has missed the last train to Deoli and will have to schedule his appointment on Thursday. Present, perfect, continuous. Janvi has been sketching portraits for 10 years. What have you been planning for their anniversary? Past simple. He listened to the murmur of the brook. Her family lived in a smaller town before she was born. Past continuous or progressive. He was closing the shop for the day when we reached. They were getting accustomed to his gimmicks. Past perfect. He had turned off the oven before leaving the house. We had never known Jessie lived so close by. Past perfect continuous. Priya had been following the artist's life closely. We had been gathering firewood while we were resting. Future simple. They will put their lives at stake for you. We shall never reach on time if it rains this hard. Future, continuous or progressive. Tara will be looking for you if you do not inform her about your whereabouts. I shall be subscribing to this magazine from next month. Future perfect. The news will have reached them by now. You will have finished your course when he starts. Future perfect continuous. They will have been arranging the room for your arrival. You have already transformed sentences from simple present to simple past, from past perfect to simple present, from present continuous to simple future, and so on and so forth. Let us participate in a brief practice session to revise the method of transforming sentences. We will start by converting a sentence from present perfect to simple past. He has visited the historical site thrice in his life. Present perfect. He visited the historical site thrice in his life. Simple past. Sentence 1 informs that a person has visited a particular historical site thrice in his life. Sentence 2 notes the number of times a person has visited a historical site, but the use of the simple past tense further suggests that the person is no more
traveling.
Next, we will convert a sentence from present continuous to simple present. They have been learning to speak the language well. Present continuous. They learn to speak the language well. Simple present. Sentence 1 suggests that some people are undergoing the process of learning to speak a language well, and some have completed it. Sentence 2 indicates habitual behavior, stating that some people usually learn to speak the language well. Let us look at another example of conversion before we wrap up today's lesson. Ria is painting her bedroom walls ochre yellow next summer. Present continuous. Ria will have painted her bedroom walls ochre yellow next summer. Future perfect. Sentence 1 suggests that Ria has decided to paint her bedroom walls ochre yellow next summer. Sentence 2 suggests that painting the bedroom walls will be complete next summer. That is all for today. We hope you shall practice more types of transformations and master the technique soon enough. Don't forget to use the exercise files. Good luck, students.